Yo, what's good, TBC? What's good, fight fans, boxing heads around the world? B Marsh with another boxing video. So I was peeping a video on the man Sway in the morning. Sway in the morning, I was peeping. He had the man Errol Spence on his show, and the man what's his name? Sway in the morning. Sway. He gave the man Errol Spence a lot of props, man. He gave him the respect he deserves, especially coming back from England with the title, like he said he would do, you know what I mean? The man Errol Spence, he ain't minced no words, you know what I'm saying? His word was his bond, and he did what he said he was going to do, and he came through with that title. Well, the man Errol Spence, he was asked by the man, what's his name? By Sway, about who he would like next, and the man said he would like the man. Of course, he says he wants Keith Thurman. You know what I mean? He ain't even say he wants Pacquiao. But the man Errol Spence did mention the guys like Keith Thurman, they don't want to fight him. The man Keith Thurman is just he's trying to chase Pacquiao, you know what I mean? Which is all well and fine, all these guys should mix it up together, But the man Errol Spence, this guy's quite a humble guy, man. And if you don't know who he is, man, I don't know why people hate him. Actually, I do. I do know why people hate him, and I'm gonna talk about that in a sec. The guy Errol Spence from jump, man, from coming out of that locker room in Sheffield, England, Bramwell Lane, when he got into the ring to when he got the title. The man was humble, man. The man was cool, calm, and collective. The man, I made an example of how Adonis Stevenson, when he won his first world title, when he knocked out Chad Dawson, man. You remember how hysterical he was, how jubilated, how much joy he had, how much he was crying. And now he said, man, this is a dream come true, you know what I mean? The man Errol Spence was quite the opposite, but he was chilly chill, the man was he expected to do this, But what's his name? They asked the man, Sway asked the man about Pacquiao, and Errol Spence, he said, it's basically what Pacquiao's doing now, fighting Jeff Horn is a waste of time, you know what I mean? But it makes sense because it's a big fight in Australia, you know what I mean? They're going to sell out a stadium, 50,000 deep in there. And it makes sense, Jeff Horn and Manny Pacquiao, they're from the Far East, them sides, the land down under and Southeast Asia, you know what I'm saying? And these two countries are quite close to each other, you know what I mean? You check it, they close to each other, so that fight makes sense out there. But the man Errol Spence did give the man Manny Pacquiao the utmost credit that any fighter can give, you know what I mean? Especially to a guy who's a legend like Manny Pacman, he said, I'm basically paraphrasing what Errol Spence said. He said something to the effect of, I don't know why people are underestimating Pacquiao, man. Pacquiao's a real good fighter, You check it, he's still fast, quick, explosive, you know what I'm saying? And he's an awkward fighter, you know what I'm saying? And, the man gave him a lot of credit, you know what I mean? And I said it before, in my opinion. The man, Errol Spence, did say Manny Pacquiao is still a top 3 welterweight in the world, you know what I mean? My gripe with Manny Pacquiao, the welterweight division, I don't know how good he is as far as... I know he can beat Bradley, and Bradley, in my opinion, is a good welterweight. It's one of the better fighters we've had in the last, I don't know, 7, 8 years, you know what I mean? He beat him, and ever since his loss to Manny Pacquiao, to Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao has not looked a day older, you know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing about his game been slow, you know what I mean? Manny Pacquiao lost to Floyd. Who doesn't lose to Floyd? You know what I'm saying? Berto got washed by Floyd, so Pacquiao did better. I know some people tried to jump out the window, say Berto did better than Pacquiao. How? Pacquiao at least won some rounds. I had that fight 9 rounds to 3 for Floyd, but Pacquiao won some rounds. The guy, in my opinion, who had the most success recently in fighting Floyd was guys like Maidana, who I gave him 5 rounds in the first fight. In the second fight, it wasn't competitive, but the first fight I had Floyd winning 7-5. Guys like Cotto. Cotto gave Floyd Mayweather a good run too. I had that one about 8-4 or 7-5. Can't quite remember my scorecard, you know what I mean? But so, you know what I'm saying? The man Manny Pacquiao got washed by Floyd. Who doesn't? But he's looked awesome in his comeback fights, you know what I mean? Not the fights that fight fans would like to see him fight, you know what I mean? Fighting Jesse Vargas and Tim Bradley. But, in my opinion, these are the guys. Tim Bradley had Jesse Vargas would give a lot of guys trouble, you know what I'm saying? I'd like to see Keith Thurman versus Tim Bradley. I'd like to see how Keith Thurman would cope with him, with his style, you know? But in my opinion, I agree with everything the man Errol Spence said. Big, the man isn't out there just trying to say. He did say that the man Manny Pacquiao is older, might not be the same fighter he used to be, but he's still a great fighter and still one of the best, you know what I mean? And that's how I look at it too, you know? A lot of people on YouTube or who make videos have a lot to say about certain fighters. They call them out, they name this, that, and the third, man. I guarantee you these fellas ain't gonna say nothing of the sorts. They ain't gonna come in these fighters' face and say that same fuckery they be talking. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I lost some respect for Pacquiao when he did say that his shoulder was hurt, and he ain't tried to give Floyd his props. But besides that, that's just what he said with his mouth. What I've seen him do in the ring with his feet and his hands, battering fellas, winning titles. Those few words that he said, discrediting Floyd or whatever, that don't take nothing away from what he's done in the ring prior to that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not one of them type of fighters who take it personal with these, I said fighters, one of these boxing fans who take it personal, where I gotta jump out the window. I did make a DuckTales video for Manny Pacquiao. I'll make a DuckTales video for anybody, regardless if I like him or not, you know what I'm saying? So, we would have liked to see him fight Bud, you know what I'm saying? You know, he should fight somebody or try unify the titles. That's what we'd like to see, But even if he ain't doing that right now, can't discredit what he's done in his career. And the man Errol Spence looks like he's a student of the game, and he's definitely giving props to what Manny Pacquiao's done in his career. Who would I pick between Errol Spence and Pacman? I ain't nobody beating Errol Spence in my opinion. That's out, you know what I mean? But do I have Keith Thurman beating Pacquiao? No, I don't. I gotta see it to believe it, you know what I mean? Look, Keith Thurman's last couple fights, they've been kind of close, you know what I'm saying? You check it, the man ain't sealed the deal or shut the nail, put the nail in the coffin like he's supposed to with Sean Porter and Danny Garcia, you know what I mean? He let Danny Garcia come back. The man wasn't willing to engage in the championship rounds. Well, that ain't gonna fly against a guy like Manny Pacquiao, man. Believe that, you know what I'm saying? We'll see what Manny Pacquiao, how he look come summertime, you know what I mean? I know Errol Spence will be paying close attention to that fight, but not quite as close attention like Keith Thurman is, And I'm not mad at Keith Thurman trying to get a legacy fight, trying to knock off the old guard and Manny Pacquiao, but you got a young dude who's been calling you out on your side of the street, and that's a fight that's easier to make. Bob Arum has already expressed prior that he's not looking forward to putting Manny Pacquiao in there against guys like Spence and Thurman and the guys on the PBC side, you know what I mean? So take it how you want, you know what I mean? Well, I could have my criticisms about Pacquiao, so could everybody, but Errol Spence did the noble thing, and he's gave the man his props, you know what I'm saying, and said he's one of the best fighters still at welterweight. I believe so too, but seeing is believing too. I'd like to see him challenge himself first and foremost against the guys on the PBC side. So be March Boxing, leave your thoughts and comments. Let me know what y'all think about Errol Spence. I said Errol Spence, kind words and humble nobility that he paid homage to towards the man Manny Pacquiao. And let me know what y'all think of that, man. And let me know who you think will win between Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence. And also Manny Pacquiao and Keith Thurman. Be March Boxing, I'm out. Peace.